Woo!
Right. Okay.
That's one of the best stories I've heard in like a decade. Oh my goodness.
I know, and I was just like, oh my goodness, it was interesting. But one other thing too, I have secured the location for our live briefing, so I'm so excited about that.
I love it.
There'll be more details to come.
We got to get the flyer together. Got to promote it.
I'm
Yes,
working on that
indeed.
right now.
All right. You don't want me to do it. It was like a third grader did it. So you better pull it together.
No worries.
Okay. Welcome, Miss Tanya White. Welcome, welcome. You know we like to see those eyeballs and teeth if you can. Glad to see you here. Oh, especially that smile. That smile can sell a lot of Girl Scout cookies. Never mind PPLSI Legal Shield membership. So you cannot deprive us of that. All right. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Jonathan Buford. Definitely excited to see you here as well. Once again, we got 41 active associates, y'all. 41 people who are out here crushing it. We need to be sending out more messages. We need to make sure people understand how important this is. Look, I know what you be thinking. I know what people think. I've heard this before. But look, the mother of all learning is spaced repetition. It's the only way you get better at the game, right? None of us came out the womb running. We bumped our heads, we bumped our butts, bruised ourselves up a little bit. That's how we get better at it. Well, look, entrepreneurship is no different. And I'm gonna be frank, like I'm about to go in on this compensation plan tonight. I really don't think, because if people knew what we had, they'd be on this call, straight up. I mean, it's not even about me. We are the #1 B2B organization per capita in the entire company. I confirmed it today with our upline. Give me one moment so I don't have to throw something at my children or put them in a UPS box. Sorry about that. Don't be laughing at me, Miss Harrison. Miss Harris. It's not funny. Anyway, I don't think people really understand what it is we have here at PPLSI and Legal Shield, because if they did, your throat would be sore for multiple presentations and you would take this seriously. And I just don't think people really understand, but we're going to give them reason to tonight. So once again, bright spots, one more. Who has one to lead us off? Hello, I think Miss Jamie Gabriel is kind of sort of logging in. I think, yeah, she's connecting her audio. Glad of you to make it. Miss Harris, I saw your message. Look, you at some point you gotta show the eyeballs and teeth. Like I've been like showcasing your picture all over the internet. People think you are a Millionaire Club member today. Okay.
Really?
So yeah. So when new associates plug in, they got to see our newest Millionaire Club member.
Okay, I'm not quite disposed, so that's why I don't have my picture up, but I'm coming. So
Okay.
I want to say hi to everybody, and I have a bright spot. My bright spot is I signed my son up, so he's waiting to get in on the Zoom. And I got I got a new membership this week, and I got another one pending in the wings. And I have been using this Nextdoor app like crazy. So I was actually trying to get on. I had a tech issue. So somebody said, hey, I'm interested on Nextdoor app. So I turned around and was sending the meeting to ask them if they were available at 8 o'clock tonight. So sorry for the delay. I was still trying to get people to come to the open house.
I love it. I guess I kind of sort of give you a pass considering that, you're a Millionaire Club member. So, I'll give you
Absolutely.
All right, fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Welcome once again, Ms. Janie Gabriel. Welcome, Dr. Angela Roman. And look, one last time before we jump into it tonight, I'm encouraging individuals, look, once again, we got 41 partners who are getting it in. They are winning in this business. And we we have the people who should be here, right? We dance with who comes, but 11 people, that's like 1/4. So we got to do a better job of making people know this is part of your success itinerary here with Team New Horizons. All right, without further ado, and also look, tonight going to be a little bit different as well. I'm going to require participation. It's not going to be Jawan Buford losing his voice tonight, hacking and coughing up a lung, because I've been doing presentations and coaching and doing all sorts of stuff. I expect some participation, so we're going to get into it. All right. So look, thank you once again for taking time out of your schedule to invest in yourself, right? Look, once again, only place where success comes for training is in a dictionary. The only way you get better at something is just doing it repeatedly over and over again. Nobody, once again, comes out the womb crushing it, right? No one, it becomes a sprinter rather than you learn to crawl, you learn to walk, then you run, then you sprint. It's no different here, right? Entrepreneurship is a momentum game. And we're going to talk about that tonight. Of course, look, you know what it is, right? What's our DNA? We celebrate, we edify, we protect. We work side by side. There are no bosses here, just partners and senior partners. Those of us who are doing it better and those of us who are doing better than others, right? You copy the right cats. I'll just say that. We invest in personal and professional development. You don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. This is a competitive sport. Do not get it twisted. There are other people that we're competing with, not with ourselves. We complete each other, but we're competing with other people for talent. We're competing with other people for disposable dollars. You got to get better at the game, right? And then, of course, we use third-party tools. That is the key to everything. That is why somebody working at Speedway, or I'm thinking of a gentleman by the name of Mr. John Malott, who I was introduced to over a decade ago, who was literally a heroin addict working as a janitor. Not the type of person you want to put in front of even a kid to talk about people sign legal shield. Because of third-party tools, he was able to build a $500,000 business. The super majority of it part-time. So I'm just, we can't do the training tonight on third-party tools. That's not what we do. But the bottom line is you want to learn how to utilize tools if you want to duplicate your business, right? And then, of course, we provide that uplifting service to our members. That's the reason why we exist, right? It's not enough for people to simply acquire the service. We got to make sure they're leveling up, that they're taking good care of their families, making smarter financial decisions, growing their businesses. That's our brand. That's where we win. All right. So I hope the slide is not dated. It is dated. There's like 2 more names to be added. So charge to my head and not my heart. Because we got people forced to qualifying left and right over like the last 40 hours, kind of insane. But I'm gonna give people their flowers this week. It will be updated next week, I promise you. But in the meantime, if I miss you, charge my head, not my heart. But shout out to Dr. Angela Roman, perennial Performance Club qualifier, now 12 months in a row. I love it. Miss Melinda Jones crushing it right out the gate with Performance Club qualifying. Miss Shardea Johnson, Miss Maya Harris. Everyone believes she's a Millionaire Club member, so I'm going to add that title to it. You better live up to the title, Ms. Harris. And then we have, of course, myself, give myself a pat on the back. Mr. Christopher Brantley, congratulations for us to qualify. And, of course, our perennial Miss Selena Wells. So what are the common characteristics? Performance qualifiers, personally developed. Okay, once again, this is a competition sport. It's entrepreneurship, right? And the bottom line is there are other people out there who are competing with you for your clients' disposable dollars. They want your clients to spend $30 on that fifth of Hennessy. Okay? Let me stop playing. That was so inappropriate. It's being recorded. Banks, tax, and accounting firms. Right? Yeah, it is being recorded, Ms. Johnson. Thank you for the reminders. I'll forget sometimes. Everyone around you is competing for the talent. And it's the most talented businesses that grow and win. You got a person developed to attract those people. It's an attraction game. Of course, Performance Club qualifiers know what their key performance indicators is. We're going to lean into that tonight. And then they're stay connected, right? You got to stay plugged in. Entrepreneurship is not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not. I'm not going to BS.com you. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I can't watch the waiting room. So I'm going to assign a couple more people. Oh, Miss Wells, we lost. Or maybe, okay, I thought Miss Wells was co-host. I'm sorry. So Ms. Wells is now co-host. All right. Anyways, entrepreneurship is not easy. Okay. If it was easy, everyone would do it. We're built different. I'm just leave it at that. And you got to stay connected. You got to stay connected to other people who are winning, who are growing, who are progressing, right? Because it's easy to get out there cold. And when you get cold and the negativity and negative people and the BS.com shows up in life, you got to make sure you have support around you to help you continue to stay focused on the main thing. And of course, international convention. People who join PPLSI, not all of them become multimillionaires, but everyone who becomes a multimillionaire attends convention. I promise you. You want to make sure you have it on the radar. You're going to make sure we talk about that more frequently. So look, what are the skills to pay the bills? Learn how to give a proper invitation, right? Because you start as a team of me before you grow to a team of we. But if you know how to give a proper invitation, you can't lead people where you have not gone, and you cannot grow people where you've not grown. Learning how to give a proper exposure with enthusiasm and excitement. Learning how to conduct a three-way call. This is huge. 3 ways equal paydays. You don't necessarily have to be good at the presentation. Matter of fact, you don't have to give the presentation, but you need to be aware when the presentations are taking place and learn how to make a proper invitation, right? And then referrals. Look, I've always been taught by my business mentors that cold calling is your punishment for not asking referrals, and then learn how to promote events, all right? We have our core training, once again, the Check Up on the Neck Up, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Be here. Make sure your team is here. Teams that grow together, that learn together, grow together, right? You don't want to be in it. I promise you, if people really understood the value of this, you don't want to be that guy or that gal trying to train your team. If you're thinking like a big business owner, not a small business owner, a big business owner, you are not going to be able to train the 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000, 30,000 people who will eventually join your business. You need to have a system to plug people into so you can spend time being a CEO, creating environments of opportunity. You don't want to become the HR person in our business model. Let the tools, the system do the work for you. Let it do the heavy lifting, right? We have a TPP momentum call where we celebrate, edify, and protect. I love this part of the call because success is knocking on your neighbor's door. It may knock on yours. You get to eat the fruit, spit out the seed, hear from individuals all across the United States, not just within Team Rise, but our broader TPP family. Man, I don't know. Look, for those of you who are in that convention, we crushed it. Every time I looked up, there was a TNH or TPP family member walking across that stage. It's real. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. We have our Biz Connect, which transpires Tuesdays at 6:45 p.m. We had 2 guests. And charge my head and my heart, I can't remember. So I think we had like over 15 people register. I think we had about 8, maybe, what was it, 8, maybe 9 people show up. Anyway, but out of the 2 guests, guess what? Both decided to enroll. It's called a clue. We're going to talk about the events here in a moment. And then, of course, look, if you do not have this on the calendar, this is the most important event that you can have on your calendar right now. Our boot camp, our power training is taking place June 21st and the 22nd. You're going to be seeing coming is spelled incorrect. Amazing. I'm an English major, y'all. I'm very insulted by my own ineptness. Oh my gosh. Anyway, look, we got the power training. It's going to be coming up June 21st, 22nd. I'm going to tell you right now, in entrepreneurship, the one thing that people get wrong. See, when you're a W-2, you show up to work, you get paid. Sometimes when you don't show up to work, you get paid. Entrepreneurship doesn't work like that. In the beginning, you do a lot of things you don't get paid for. So later on, you get paid for things you no longer have to do. I want you to remember that. It's the thing that kills entrepreneurs. They don't get it. In the beginning, when you are building a business, not a self-employed venture, a business, an asset that will pay you whether you go to work or not. The bottom line is you do a lot of work in the beginning that you do not get paid for. So later on, you get paid for things you don't have to do. It seems insignificant. But I'm going to tell you, I attribute the success that we're having today to the power training we had last year. And I'm going to attribute the Millionaire Club members and ring earners we're going to produce in 2025 to the power training this year. You want to be there. We are going to condense and year worth of training, knowledge, and know-how. We got ring earners coming in from out of town. We got ring earners coming in via Zoom. You know, I'll give myself a pat on the back as a ring earner. You're going to get the best from the best, right? You need to make sure this is on your calendar. This is going to fast forward your business at least 9 months. I promise you that. All right, the book of the month, Buy Back Your Time. Who wouldn't be interested in buying back their time? I'm interested in buying back my time. I'm on my second book this month. This is about to be my third, and I'm about to dedicate the 15th to the end of the month to crushing this book because I want more of my time back. I want to spend more time doing the things that are important to me, that I enjoy doing, spending time with my family, my loved ones, my significant other, all that fun stuff. That is a priority for me. All right. So, like I said before, we are about to get into the compensation plan tonight. And I'm gonna need some help, right? It's not gonna be me. I'm gonna ask some individuals to participate tonight because I really don't think people understand our compensation plan to the extent they need to. Else people will be more plugged in. We have way more activity, right, being posted in Slack. So let's talk about it. I use the $64.90 plan. Now, technically speaking, the $64.90 premium plan is the Legal Shield plan plus the Identity Theft plan for a family. Our average premium in Team New Horizons is $60 per membership because you have those of us who are enrolling in the micro business plan plus the Identity Theft. You have those of us who are enrolling in the small business plans, which the average premium is between $119 and $134 there. Every now and again, somebody enrolls a $169 plan. So I'm going with the average premium. This is why I chose this. Obviously, if you enroll someone $169 plan, these numbers go up. If you enroll someone in a Legal Shield plan for $29.95, these numbers go down. But the basic understanding of this compensation plan is what you see here, right? And so look, when you enroll a membership, if it's a Legal Shield plan plus the Identity Theft, or let's say it's our micro business plan, it's a Legal Shield plan plus the home-based business supplement plus the business plus supplement, right? So you're averaging about $60 per enrollment. Let's just put it that way. The bottom line is everyone who is brand spanking new, you're just getting started, you can expect to get paid $70 for a $60 transaction. So you send in $64.90. PPLSI Legal Shield does not know whether or not you are a scam. Never mind whether or not we're a scam, whether or not you are one. We don't know how effective you are, how competent you are, even whether or not you went through the training. It doesn't matter. Someone enrolls in $64.90. You get paid the following business day. Somebody uses a debit or credit card, $70. They use a checking or savings account. You're going to be compensated typically 5 business days later because they verify the account to make sure somebody isn't committing fraud. I think that's excellent that our company actually takes the time to protect the business. Now, you just got to know, anyone who's paying attention, let me ask you a question for those of you who are in sales. If you sold a t-shirt for $70, if you sold a $30,000 car or a $100,000 car, if you sold a $300,000 home, or if you sold a insurance policy and the annual premium was $3,000, how much could you expect to get paid the following day?
Zero.
Zero. If you sell a t-shirt for $60, your commission is going to be $3 probably. If you sell an insurance policy with an annual premium of $3,000, there's underwriting and everything underneath the sun that has to transpire. So you're expecting to get paid maybe, I don't know, let's say a month and a half, 2 months later. PPLSI is so confident in our business model. They're so confident in the service that they take in $64.90 in one day and they pay out $70 the following business day. It's always amazing to me when people ask whether or not this is the real deal. No company on the planet Earth could do that. pay out more money the following day than they take in a day if they were not extremely solvent. It's just called a huge clue. I'm going to dig into this compensation plan tonight. I need y'all to understand this, okay? Because I don't think people really understand the compensation plan. Because if you did, I think the attendance would be a lot different. So that means you can go out and you can enroll 5 memberships. And for the sake of tonight, let's just assume you Performance Club qualify by enrolling 5 clients, which you do. Now, you can enroll 2 clients, particularly if you're enrolling people in our Small Business Plus plans and our Small Business Pro plans. But let's just assume your average premium is $60, which is the average premium in our organization. If you enroll 5 memberships per month, that's $350. If you enroll 5 memberships per week, that's $350 per week. If you enroll 5 clients in one day, that is $350 in a day. And look, I need y'all not to get it twisted. We have people in the organization that enroll 50 people in one day. So you got to know, when I share that story about how I had a $10,000 day, that was 30 memberships in one day. Yes, it can be done. People do it all day, every day. We're going to get into that in a moment. So we're going to touch on this mindset. So you enroll 5 memberships, or I'm going to be 100% accurate here. But, you enroll 3 members and 1 associate. You rank advanced senior associate. But I believe in kissing your business. I believe in keeping it so simple. I promise you, if you enroll 5 memberships a month, every bonus, every incentive, every trip, every car, everything they have to offer will be yours. I promise you. So you enroll 5 clients, your Performance Club qualify. You do it the following month. Now, if you do that under 20 days, if you're brand new, you get paid a $200 bonus. So let's take 200 and add 350 to it. I'm going to take out the calendar because I'm about to do multiple numbers and I ain't trying to keep up with all. I'm just going to be frank. Brother is a little bit fatigued. So you add 200. So now we're at 550. You go out and you enroll another 5 clients, whether you do that in a week, a month, or a year, doesn't matter. I want you to hear this. There's no quotas. There's no territorial restrictions. You go out and you enroll that many people. That's $450, right? And then if you do that underneath 45 days, they pay you a $500 bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, that is, I forgot to add. Why is my calculator not cooperating? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is over $1,000 in revenues. Over $1,000 in revenue. And we have people who do that. In our organization, by the way, one out of 4 associates who join do that. Can somebody help me out? How much does it cost right now to be licensed and pass the soft pull, the background check to be an associate with the company?
$49.
$49. So you put in $49. You enroll 10 clients. Now look, you can take out a couple of business partners, but let's say you enroll 10 clients. You have earned in excess of $1,000. And then if you add that as a manager, you turn around and add additional, that's $2,000. People ask me all the time, Mr. Buford, how in the world are people 5 hours a week, spare time, part-time, don't know the left hand from the right, earning $2K in 2 and 3 weeks with you all? It's the compensation plan. Let's be real. If Walmart, if Google, if IBM, if I don't care, Name a company. It doesn't matter. Illich Enterprises. I mean, hell, Rocket Mortgage. If they hung out a sign outside their building and said, hey, for a total of 20 hours over the course of 4 weeks, we're going to pay you $2,000. Somebody help me out. How long would the line be? Help me.
Down the block.
Around the
Down.
corner.
And y'all out here being shy. You out here being bashful. You out here being secret agent associates, feeling some kind of way about attaching people aside leadership. Do you know this compensation plan that you're looking at over the last 10 years has produced over what is it now? I'm sorry, my numbers are old now. They need to update slides too. I thought it was 100. Do you know we produced over 300 people, 300 households who are knocking down 6 and 7 figures, 90% of them part-time? I told you I'm gonna go there tonight with this compensation plan because I need this to land correctly with y'all. And some of y'all slow poking this thing. You got your W-2 jobs. And I'm not knocking a W-2. A job is a great place to start, but you wouldn't be here unless you wanted financial independence. And you're looking at a compensation plan. You're not even an executive director. This is a manager. And you can knock down $2,000 in 20 hours worth of time. And then people have a mitigated nerve to tell me when I talk, man, I just don't have time. What? You worked 40 hours this week. I know you didn't earn $2,000. And 20 hours over the course of a week, a day, a month, I don't care how you chop it up, $2,000. That's the compensation plans you're looking at. I'm not making it up. The numbers are the numbers. Now, let me tell you how I talk to people. I called up someone earlier today. I said, look, I'm working on a project. I was just recently appointed as an executive, but it doesn't matter. You can say I was just recently appointed as a manager. I was just recently appointed as a senior associate. I was just recently appointed as a director. It doesn't matter. I said, look, I was recently appointed as an executive with the company. Now, never mind, I wasn't appointed. I earned it, just like all of you earned it. But I'm going to speak the language that lay people understand. I was like, look, I was just recently appointed as an executive with the company. I'm really excited about what it is we're doing here. The fact that I have a multi-billion-dollar company at my back where I can utilize these resources to pour into the community and empower others. And right now, we actually have a $700 signing bonus for individuals who get started with us and are willing to put in a handful of hours over the course of a month, in addition to the compensation we provide. Is that something you'd be interested in? That's what I shared. Did I exaggerate? No. That's your compensation plan. You go out and you onboard 2 senior associates. Or to be quite frank, if you just continue to performance code qualify month in and month out, you'll reach manager. If you performance code qualify, I mean, look, somebody help me out with the math. So if you performance code qualify, let's say you just slow poke this thing. Because don't ever make your minimum your maximum. Performance Club is the minimum to be a serious associate in this business. If you performance code qualify times 12, and you multiply that times $60 in premium, that's director. Actually, you qualified for director a long time ago. That's all you have to do. So many of us are getting caught up in the titles and chasing this incentive and chasing this bonus and chasing this and chasing that. Just performance code qualify. You're going to rank advance anyway. Right? For some reason, I had in my mind it would take a year. but I was obviously wrong. It would take only half a year to get to director, just performance skill qualifying, with the average premium of $60. That means you're earning $220 for 30 minutes of time. A couple of days ago, I sent a video to someone. In passing, I was downtown Detroit at the coffee shop. You know, that's where I like to hang out. And somebody was being nosy. I was being nosy too. They asked what I did. I said, I can show you better than I can tell you. But I said, look, at the end of the day, we provide a suite of services that are highly effective at helping business owners become more profitable, acquire clients, protect their interests. And we do it for literally approximately a couple bucks a day. We surround you around a network of over 7,000 attorneys and business consultants. And that's opposed to you paying $2 to $4 an hour and $2,000 to $3,000 retainers for about $2 a day. You spend more on this coffee you're sipping right now. And we can make these resources available. Is that something that you may have interest in? They say, yeah. I sent them a video from Prospect by PPLSI. It's called A Huge Clue, y'all. Sent them a video from Prospect by PPLSI. I spoke with them today. What did you like best? I didn't have a three-way partner available, so it is what it is. They said, I liked A, B, C, and D. I said, look, most of the smart people I know don't make buying decisions based on a phone call or video. Most of the smart people I know like to make decisions based on 100% information. Is that fair? Of course, what do you think the person said? They say, yeah. I said, okay, great. I said, tomorrow I can be available. You know, I got some flexibility morning, afternoon, taking kids to school, working, et cetera, et cetera. What time works best for you? They said, well, early afternoon. 1, 2, or 3. 1. Okay. 1 o'clock it is. They would not commit to the appointment unless they saw value in service. All I'm going to do is answer some questions. I guarantee you, as an executive director, that's going to be a $370 payday for me. Somebody help me out. How much time did it take me to send a video? Just help me out.
1 minute.
1 minute. For those of you who are on some, I don't have time. 1 minute. Maybe 2-3 minute back and forth before I sent the video. I asked them today what you like best. We spent 2 minutes on the phone. Tomorrow, I'm going to spend 15-20 minutes just going through the slides that you've seen me go through a million times. The person's going to enroll 15 minutes later, $370. Now, $370 in and of itself is not a lot of money because money's relative. How many people you would like to know, would like to earn $370 for 30 minutes of time? Somebody help me out.
Me. You're a millionaire over here.
Because yes, you would be a millionaire if you were earning that kind of money. You want to get to senior director? Performance skill qualify. Teach 3 people to do the exact same thing. You want to get to executive director? Performance skill qualify. Teach 3 people to teach 3 people to do the exact same thing. And then what you receive is what we call overrides on the side. Now, if you've listened to me give this presentation, I don't ever refer to them as overrides. I refer to them as team bonuses. Because if you talk to real estate agents, if you talk to investment advisors, if you talk to insurance agents, you talk to people working at Comcast, AT&T, any of the Fortune 500 companies, these companies compensate employees, executives, middle managers, C-suite executives for bringing in talent. And when their department exceeds expectations, they're paid a bonus. If you work in the banking industry and you are a manager of a branch and one of your customer service or whatever they're calling them today exceeds expectations, the bank pays you a bonus. It is the same thing here. Stop going out here talking about, I need you to come underneath me. Nobody wants to come underneath you. I'm sorry. If you are educated with a degree, or you've had any modicum success, any capacity, no, look, we call Mr. Brantley, Mr. Brantley. It's Dr. Brantley, actually. He has a doctoral degree. And I promise you, Dr. Brantley don't want to come up underneath anybody. Now, he may want to partner. He wants to learn. He wants to grow. He wants to be part of a team, but he's not trying to come up underneath nobody. So please remove that language. When we are out in the marketplace, of course, we know it's team overrides, but it's really a bonus, okay? That's all it is. And every time somebody in your organization goes out and they market a membership, you're going to receive a bonus of anywhere from 20 to 300, upwards, depending on where you're at in the compensation plan, $600. Now, some people will say, well, I'm not comfortable with bonuses. I'm not comfortable with building the teams. I'm not comfortable with leverage. Yes, you are. You're just comfortable being on the wrong side of the fence. Your employer has bought you at wholesale and they're selling you at retail. Last time I went to the Marriott, Mr. Marriott didn't greet me at the door. I'm sorry, it hasn't happened. Last time I went to Walmart, Mr. Walmart did not greet me at the door. Has not happened. They've built businesses where they are providing opportunities for other people to work within their business, earn the income they need to earn to pay for a car, pay rent, take care of their families, whatever the case may be. And as a result of that business generating revenues, whether they go to work or not, because now they have a sales team, organization, a business. That's all a business is. A business is an asset that pays you an income whether you go to work or not. That's how you know you're a business owner. That's what this is. And it's an opportunity for you to get on the right side of the fence. So, once again, if you're stuck in that W-2 mindset, you're stuck in that self-employed mindset, I have not seen a self-employed person on the cover of Forbes. Sorry, just haven't seen it. I haven't seen a self-employed person on the cover of Black Enterprise or Fortune. Name any of them, or Inc. Any of the publications where we celebrate the wealthiest people in the world because they've got money as an issue out the way, none of them are self-employed. If you came here to be financially independent, this is how you get there. It's called leverage. You either invest in assets or you build assets. That's what this is. This is the compensation plan that you're looking at. I'm going to skip. Whoops, wasn't expecting that to happen. All right, go to Chrome tab, go here, go here. Oh, so I was on the wrong screen. Okay. I'm going to skip a slide. I'm going to skip 2 slides. This is bananas to me. So you remember how I shared with the compensation plan, if you to qualify 3 months in a row, you earn in excess of $2,000. Well, guess what I left out? Now they pay you an additional $300 on top of that. Just do the math. If you did that over the course of a month, right? I mean, look at the numbers, right? Because people think this is a game. You do 5 clients at $600. Your third month, you've accumulated over $2,000 in compensation. And then you turn around, and if you have a team, the numbers get larger than that. But let's say you just went out there and did it yourself. You get an additional $300 on top of that. You're just under $2,500 earned. I need y'all to really pay attention to this compensation plan. It's crazy. It really is. I have no shame. I will stand next to the CEO of a bank. I will stand next to the CEO of any of these little Fortune 500 companies. I will stand up against a real estate broker. I will stand up against an attorney. You name the person, I will stand in their face and smirk in their face. Because my compensation plan is better than yours. And I know it is. There's no getting around it. You're working a salary job where they tell you when to piss, when to take a vacation, when you can spend time with your family. They're dictating. You got to ask permission to take a break. We got Mr. Peden, one of the leaders of TPP, who earns $250,000 a year, whether he goes to work or not. That's the compensation plan you're looking at. You take on 1,000 clients over the course of a day, a month. Believe it or not, we do have people who enroll 1,000 clients over the course of a month. Dang it. I got a presentation I need to give, so I got to wrap up. You take on 1,000 clients over the course of a year, 5 years, 10 years. We will pay you a residual income of $50,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on the memberships you're enrolling in. You can stop building with us. You don't have to lift a single finger. Once you build that book of business, once it's built, you're getting paid on the lowest end, $50K. On the high end, you're getting paid $80,000 a year. This is the compensation plan that you're looking at. I need you to understand that. And we have people who get there off of just 5 memberships a month. You just do the math. Right? 5 memberships a month, 60 a year. People ask, how in the world do we have people who've been in the business 15 years, earning over 6 figures, residual income, and then heaven forbid if they have team? That's how it's done. Part-time, spare time. How many people would like to start, if you could start over from the time you were 18 or 20, you turned 35, and because you gave a business like this 5 hours a week, how many do you know of would like to be at the age of 35 knocking out $80,000 a year, whether they go to work or not, for the rest of their natural life, at least as long as the book of business? Somebody help me out.
Hello.
That would be an
Definitely would. Yeah.
Sure
In a
would.
heartbeat.
That's PPLSI Legal Shield. Quite frankly, when I find out someone's not interested in what we're doing, I look at them like, you must be functionally stupid. Or you just don't know what you don't know. Now, I don't always say that because I don't want people to throw bricks and bottles at me. But I'm telling you, that's what I'm thinking. When I share this with people and they look at me sideways like, I don't want to share that, I'm like, you are functionally stupid. Because your job isn't going to do this for you. I'm sorry. And I ain't found a single, I'm a former investment advisor. I study compensation plans for a living. That's what I did for over a decade. The reason why I left the investment advising industry was because of this compensation plan. I was in the investment advising industry for 15 years. And I'm not mad at it now. Let me be clear about this. I'm not mad at it. I still earn about $20,000 a year from business I took on when I started my journey as an investment advisor. And it's starting to dwindle down because a lot of my clients are dying and, divorce and all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm not mad at the investment advising industry. I still got stock options, one of the most successful insurance companies in the world because of my experience there. That's growing. I don't even know what the balance is. So I'm not mad. When I looked at this compensation plan, I was like, dear God, I was bringing in $1 million in revenues on a quarterly basis. I was like, if I just bring in a couple $1,000s on a quarterly basis, I'm going to surpass my residual income after 15 years. And that's exactly what I've done. When I walked across stage, that ring, I want you to know the majority of that income is residual. I'm just saying. And they say 50K ring. No, that's at minimum 50K. That's 50K to $99,999.99. And promise you, I will be walking across stage as a 6-figure income earner next time. Okay, I'm just letting you know. All right, so look, got a presentation getting ready to take place. I'm not going to talk about this. What I'm going to challenge you all to is think bigger. The reason why I believe most people are not getting in, they're not winning with this compensation plan, you're not thinking big enough. And I'm not talking about thinking big in terms of business. You aren't thinking about your life big enough. I wake up in the morning thinking about condos I want to buy. I wake up in the morning thinking about cars I want to buy, not because I want to drive them. I think it's hot to buy a stupid expensive car. I think about the likelihood of actually building a Turo fleet. I think about that. I think about going out and buying an 18-unit apartment complex. I'm thinking bigger. And if you use the membership for bigger things, you will think bigger. I don't think people realize how valuable the service is. This service empowers you to do those type of things. To imagine going out and buying the plumbing business down the street from where you live and calling up the law firm to help you with the purchase agreement. Because 99.9% of the people that live in your neighborhood aren't even thinking about that. Thank you, Ms. Wells. I need you to think about that. I need you all to call up Ms. Wells and go on a tour of $1 million home. I need you to go online and look at how people are really living. Right? I need you to think bigger. Because if you think bigger, you would treat this business with the respect it deserves. Big enrollment and big joint decisions happen at live events. Some of us came convention and can speak to that. But I'm telling you, if you're struggling in your business, you need to get to the live events. I had a young lady literally jump out her seat yesterday after our live event and said, I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm getting that service. You just don't get that response call Zooms. And of course, all other business partners in the room were like, wow, that really just happened in front of us. I mean, she exploded out of her seat and said, what? I thought this service was going to cost $200. I was in my phone moving money around between my accounts to buy it tonight. When I said $60, she said, I'm doing this right now. Schedule an appointment tomorrow. Let's do it. You have to get to the live events. If you're crushing the business, maybe you don't need the live events, but guess what? The live events need you because they need your example. If you're not winning, you need to come to the live events so you can see other people winning, having success, winning, crushing it, whether it be our B2B event, whether it be our Super Saturdays, and of course, you know, we have our boot camp coming up. If you're not having success in this business, look, you can't do it via Zoom. I'm sorry. You just can't get the same experience of being around your peers and seeing them having $100, $200, $500,000 days in the business. You need to be there. You need to see that it's real and live in color. Business is a game momentum, and I'll wrap up with this. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what some of y'all are doing. Some of you are doing 2 or 3 exposures a day and you stop. And then you do 2 or 3 exposures a day and you stop. And then you do a couple exposures a day and you stop. But business is a game of momentum. Business is popcorn. You take a bag of popcorn, you put it in the microwave. If the directions on the popcorn says you need to pop the popcorn for 60 seconds and you pop it for 40 minutes, somebody help me out. What happens to the bag of popcorn?
It's gonna burn.
No, it's not going to do anything.
It's gonna burn.
Oh, you said 40 minutes.
I'm sorry, 40 seconds.
Oh, I said burn in 40 minutes, it's gonna burn.
Yeah, 40 seconds is going to do what? Nothing.
Nothing.
When you take the bag of popcorn out the microwave, when you put it back in, do you have to put it in there for 60 seconds? Do you have to put it in for 15 seconds? Okay, y'all messing around. I only got 2 minutes. You got to put it in there for another 60 seconds.
Yeah, you got to start over.
That's what you're doing to your business. That's what you're doing. Some of you are like really close to that popcorn popping. But because you are stopping and starting, you're starting over again. It's like pushing a car. When you push a car initially, a real vehicle, not these little tiny, pickup trucks, kid pickup trucks. It's tough in the beginning. But anyone's ever had to push a car down the street before, once you get the car moving, it gets easy. You can even use one arm or one hand. It doesn't take much effort. But if you stop pushing the car and try to push it again from a static position, it gets heavy again. That's what you're doing to your businesses. I'm watching it. Some of you all are about to have an explosion in your business. You're doing the exposures. A lot of people are learning about what you're doing. They're telling other people. Other people are learning about your business. And then you stop and you crush your momentum. The compensation plan won't work if you are building your business that way. And that's how you make this compensation plan come alive. Being consistent, showing up to the events, understanding Performance Club. If you do those things, this compensation plan will come alive for you. If you do not, you're going to be struggling and talking about the business don't work. When it's not that the business did not work, you did not properly work your business. All right, it's 7:59. I got to jump on the, man, one of y'all going to start doing these presentations. I gotta jump on the next presentation. Look, I celebrate success in advance. I hate to rush, hate to go, but I gotta do this. Everyone have a fantastic evening. Let's chat afterwards. And I'm gonna greet your guests on the B2B Solutions call coming up next. Goodbye for now.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Good night.